Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Couple of heavy readings today, so just a little bit of a warning in advance. Using my runic tarot, it is a very dark deck, so I'm hoping that you can see the images on them. Um, they're not monetized, these particular readings, because I do want them to get out there, and they won't get out there if I try and monetize them. So entertainment only. What I'm going to have a look at is what's happening in Georgia, the country, not Georgia, the state. Georgia, the country, split off from the USSR during the breakup of the Soviet Union. What's happening is that I gather the president of the country there is pro-democrat, pro-democracy, whereas the actual ruling party in the government at the moment is pro-Russia. So there's some enormous protests going on in there. Well, there's protests happening in Georgia at the moment in regards to a bill that is being put through government. So the ruling party is pro-Russia, claiming that it is basically a Russian bill. And what it does is the bill that the legislation that's going through government at the moment is stating that any group that receives more than 20% of its income or funding from an overseas entity has to register as a foreign agent. So the major concern here is the independent media outlets that are funded from overseas. For example, AP News, Al Jazeera, those sorts of independent media outlets, BBC, etc., need to register as foreign agents. So it does then put a target, opens the door for restriction on these particular independent media outlets, and puts a target on their back in regards to how do I put it? In regards to further government legal action against them, the ability to be arrested, etc. So what I want to have a look. So the ruling Georgian party is called the Georgian Dream Party, led by a billionaire pro-Russian, and the final vote on this bill goes forward in mid-May. Now, this bill was put forward about a year ago, last year, sometime like middle of might have been early last year. There were mass protests and the bill was removed, but it's been put up in a revised form. So I did read on it last time. I can't remember what I said, but I just want to have a look to see whether this bill will actually get through and what it means. What will this bill get through and what does it mean? Will this foreign agent bill, it's very much a pro-Russian bill. The country Georgia is not part of the EU. The people, it's a funny setup in that the people overwhelmingly want to be a democracy. They want to be part of the EU, but this Georgian Dream Party keeps getting into power. Might have a look at that because I feel like there's some dubious election goings on behind the scenes. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Will this bill, will this foreign agent bill get up in Georgia? Now, I've got three cards that have fallen out. The first one is this. Yeah, it's my Russian card. So, yes, it is Russian. The next two cards that came out with these two, I'll take this one because it was on the top. I'll take this card first as the challenge position card. It is very much about a restriction of the truth. That's what this bill is about. It is about to gag the truth. Four of Swords. Then we've got the Queen of Cups at the foundation of this. Not all is revealed about the intentions of this bill. And I think the people of Georgia, the country, know this. Not all is revealed about the intentions of this bill. In the past, we've got the Four of Cups, disappointment with what's on offer, but it's more about an indolence, not taking notice of the magnificence of what can be. So this is talking about the government, the Georgia Dream Party. They have been in power since 2012, putting themselves what they want out there, but they are taking no notice of the potential that the country of Georgia can be in the past. And if it became part of the EU and it became a true democratic country, it would be magnificent, but they're not. Crowning the serenity and the King of Swords. Okay, there might be a court ruling on this being brought forward, or this can just be the people standing up and voicing. So this is bringing forth the truth, bringing forth a reality, bringing forth the sword. So this is potentially the protests. The immediate future, secret dealings happening in the back corner with the government. The King of Pentacles, the oligarchical money, basically speaking externally, because we're talking about what is his name, Bidzina Ivanichvili, and I'm sure I've pronounced that wrong, the leader of the Georgia Dream Party. It's all about oligarchical control, and internally it's their plan. Their plan is to retain oligarchical control. Very much do not care about the people. It is a corrupt indolence. Corrupt, really couldn't give a rat's backside about the people themselves. The outcome, okay, it might be paused. Oh, please, please, please. Two of Pentacles. Weighing up a decision, a financial decision in it, and very much the image of this is about it being paused again. Difficult decision. The third vote hasn't gone through, and then we've got Knight of Wands. I feel the protests are going to continue. Volatile information being brought forward about how it's all about the money, but and the rest will just be cast out into the cold to fend for themselves. And again, we've got another two decision that needs to be made, contracts and agreements. Oh boy. Will it pass? It's still in play. I don't get that it will or it won't. This is telling me about the intentions, sort of deals done behind the scenes by the moneyed, with nay care in the world about the actual people. Oh, goodness me. So show me the future of Georgia. Let's have a look at the future of Georgia, the country. The future of Georgia. Oh, I'm just going to have a quick look. Show me the election process. Show me the election process of Georgia. I don't know when the next elections are. I feel that they were 2021 or something? Let's have a look. Show me what will happen to the Georgia Dream Party. Just feeling a need to go down that path. Show me what will happen to the Georgia Dream Party. The ones that dream of becoming part of the Soviet Union again. Show me the Georgia Dream Party. Show me the future of the Georgian Dream Party. Led by billionaire Bidzina Ivanichvili. Show me the future of the Georgia Georgia Dream Party. Oh, this is interesting. So I gather the Prime Minister, the President. So, like a lot of societies, so-called democracies, they have a ruling party with a Prime Minister, but then they have a President over the top. Now, the President is Zora Bil literally, I've totally butchered that. The president, female president, uh, and was elected in 2018. So this is sort of since the Georgia Dream Party. So we're talking about change coming through here. Now, the Georgia Dream Party, the majority party, has prevented her from travelling outside of Georgia on occasion, really trying to stymie her. I'm getting she's going to defiantly not sign it in, not sign it in as into legislation. Okay, come on down, let's have a look. So I'm looking at the future of the Georgia Dream Party. Oh, ending. Not good. They may be out next election. It's Sighter in the World card, this ending of a cycle, but it really reminds me of Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark. The Nazis at the end absolutely um, d- desiccated to dust. So, well, do I need to go any further? I don't think they're going to survive the next election. Yeah, they're going to find themselves out in the cold and banished. Now, I am putting it forward that this is why these sorts of bills are being presented, because it's going to get worse before it gets better, as these moneyed oligarchical backed desperation to hold on to power parties. So it may be that they are trying to they're disenfranchising groups and stopping them from voting, or they themselves might find themselves really on the nose and out in the cold. Yeah, we've got the defiance of youth here. Look at the difference in those cards there. The colour, the light, the defiance of youth bringing forward a powerful message, the protests. In the past, I think with the election of this female president, Zara Bishvili, I butchered that, something horrible. The election of the president, this female president in 2018, I assume there's been an election since then, so that she's got back into power as well, is sending a message. Yep, here she is. Wow, okay, this is going down a little path I didn't think. Yeah, it's going to halt. It's going to halt this legislation. The Georgia Dream Party are going to find themselves more and more isolated. Um, from there and internally, they're going to try and spin some contracts and agreements and get support. But their plan is being foiled. This is a plan in progress. It doesn't come to fruition. They're going to find themselves at the point of this restricted by the feminine strength. And then we've got the Sun card, full exposure, full illumination. But I love that she's also on a chariot, moving forward with this new energy. Okay, their plan in the past is just what's going to be under investigation, but it's tied in with this toxic energy. A lot of headlines coming forward in regards to that. The best of democracy, defeating the evil. Absolutely. So I don't think, and as I say, that these parties, these this they're going to become more desperate. So this is why these sorts of bills are coming forward. So I want to have a look. I've got her name written down here in my usual chicken scribble. Um, the, but the pronunciation of it's going to be awful. But I'm going to use this Empress card because here she is bringing justice. I'm going to use this instead of being Russia. This is the protective female energy, the nurturing female energy, bringing about a new beginning. Okay, so is the president, I need to stand up, is this bill going to be stopped? Oh, they're going to be angry. Is this bill going to be stopped? Come on down, let's have a look. Okay, negotiations, contracts and agreements, emotional, stopped. Stopped. A new beginning of stability, security and protection. In the past, there's absolute disregard for human life, indolence, corrupt government. I'm going to say yes, they are. And then we've got this new messaging, this new inspirational energy, this new plan coming forward, walking out of the fire, bringing forward with it fire energy, determined, tamed the volatility, tamed the fire. So look at the difference between the colours in these two cards going forward. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune is turning. We've got here the fading of the patriarchal in the light of the rise of the feminine and feminine strength, compassion, community plan coming to fruition. What a difference in energy. We've got the past, but it's also going back to a simpler time, but it's also about families. Brilliant energy moving forward, but it is still, this is what is on offer here, but it's still at this crossroads because they are up against the devil. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. It's still in flux because they do not underestimate the devious manipulating strength of the devil. But this is what is on offer, to put this in the past and step forward with a new energy. Okay, I'll keep an eye on Georgia. It is one day I'll get my own office where I can control the light. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on Georgia. I might just draw a card from the Starseed Oracle in regards to this because I felt the pull to bring this deck out in regards to this reading. Show me the country of Georgia going forward. It's easy for me to say from Australia, don't give up, fight. I was going to have a look at the election process, but I'm feeling it's a dishonest election process. Like it's gerrymandering, but worse than gerrymandering. So let's have a look. Is the electoral office controlled by the government in Georgia? It feels like boxes of votes replaced with false voting papers, false ballot papers is what I'm seeing. So I can see a box. It's like a clear plastic tub being shoved under a table with a floor-length cloth on it, and another one being bought out. Another one being bought out that looks exactly the same, except it's stuffed full of illegitimate votes. Okay, show me the future. Show me the future of Georgia, the country. At the moment, with the protests against this bill, they have a pro-Russian majority government, but a pro-democracy president. Show me. Show me. Future of Georgia. That was me being lazy, trying to push it. Sorry. Show me the future of Georgia. You want that one instead. Okay. Right. You're part of a team. Call in your support. Georgia, you are not alone in this fight. It is about an energetic sovereignty, the sovereignty of the country, absorbing what is not yours. So what have we got? Empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what is not yours. Okay, this is basically telling me do not give up the fight. Do not absorb what is not true to the people of Georgia. This is about the democratic sovereignty of Georgia. You're part of a team. Call on the support from those outside the country, those within the country, and stand strong because you're going through a flux of change. Oh, I love it. And then on the bottom, we've got say yes to change. Jump in, say yes to change, because this is a new beginning. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Powerful energy there. Sending so much white light to the protesters, putting a protection around them, being gassed, water cannons, you name it. Stand firm. We are supporting you in this. Putting protection over those that are protesting. The leader of the opposition turned up in the parliament with bloody bandages and after being beaten. He's part of these protests as well. Stand firm. Do not let this minority, patriarchal, controlling government dictate your future. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Love to you all. Take care.